Televisa presenta.
Very good day to all. We start with the news of today, Saturday, February 28. The Pfizer vaccine decreases contained by up to 85%. The study was continued in Israel and this has led the UK to make the decision to speed up the second dose. The World Health Organization sent experts and vaccine to Guinea and the Democratic Republic of the Congo in the face of the Ebola outbreak. The World Health Organization deployed teams of experts in Guinea and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, delivering 20,000 vaccines in the coming days to help national authorities accelerate response and prevent future Ebola infection. Mexico received first batch of 20,000 Sinovac vaccine against COVID-19. This month, 80,000 more Sinovac vaccine will arrive in the country to complete 1 million during February, the government of Mexico reported. Has planned at the end of this month 80,000 more doses will arrive in the country to complete 1 million during February and March, April and May 3 million will arrive each month according to authorities. Symptoms such as those reported in clinical trials of AstraZeneca injection may include fever and headache and are a normal thing and the body is generating an immune response. They usually disappear in the day. Tests to detect COVID-19 in the pharmacies and the shopping centers. In Mexico City, COVID-19 testing will be available in private pharmacies and the shopping malls, following in agreement with private initiatives and local government. After a year of pandemic, health workers and the funeral homes fight fatigue and stress. For nearly a year since the first case of coronavirus were detected in the country, emergency workers have not been arrested by continued increments in contagion. That this week exceeded in the threshold on 2 million infected people. Many times, and I understand crying, like Chief, a 25-year-old medical assistant, was ordered to help with monitoring in the rooms on the most serious sufferers. What's the point? There's a lot we're trying to do and it's no house. At the end of the day, people keep coming and they keep dying.
Well, now we go to the video games section, with that section where we inform the little ones and the not little ones about this wonderful world. And the first news we have that the Egoland series unfortunately ended, since it became chaos because El Rubius destroyed the house of Mod or his friends. How crazy! In other news, we inform you that due to the pandemic, there is no stock of computer components, processors, video cards, motherboards. This causing price to rise like foam, and your money like the fat on the slide. Hehe. To which we recommend that you do not buy anything until price drop, please. And a third piece of news, we informed that last night the database of CD Projekt creators on the famous game Cyberpunk 2077 was hacked, to which they asked for a cry for help for this very illegal action. Eh, that lamentable, Mr. Garcia. Eh, and has the last piece of news this section. We notify you that today a famous RPG style game with a Nordic setting was launched, which is being a success. Many people have already downloaded into play, included to your grandmother. What great! This how we finished this section, and as always, play well with your friends.
Well, on the side, we have a completely different topic. We will talk about the most up-to-date technological advance in the world. Technologies such as robots, artificial intelligence, and machine learning are evolving at a rapid pace. These advances can improve the skill, quality, and cost of goods and services, but also leave large number of workers unemployed. Branch and person are tightly employed in an economy that requires far fewer workers. We need to think about how the quarantine benefits trade and development. In an economy that requires far fewer workers, we need to talk about how the quarantine benefits the unemployed before are the 19 employment. Flexicurity of flexible salary is one of the possible ways to guarantee access to higher quality education and how for people. Without a permanent job in adaptation production, a collective on industry can pay for accommodation and token, attracting or however individuals choose to spend their time. They must be able to learn full living lives, even when society needs fair workings. The leads of new technologies grow every day. Robots, augmented reality algorithms, and machine-to-machine communication assist people in a wide variety of tasks. These technologies are wide-ranging and far-reaching in the part transform design and human lives. They have the ability to facilitate the life of individuals of improve their personal and work relationships. Technology is become increasingly having attitudes and having its an significant impact on the workforce. Robots, the number of industrial robots and increasing wrong with the double work. In the 2003, for example, in what estimated that there were about 1.2 million robots in use. This number rose to a small 1.5 million on 2014 and expected to reach on the 0.9 million in 2037. Japan has the file figure with 36.7 followed by North America. In total, the robotics sector is expected to grow from the current $5 million to $60 million in the 2025 years. A study by RCBC Global Assessment Management shows that costs in robotics and automation have been reducing substantially in the past. The net costs of industrial robotics risk taking in also affect hardware sector, such as the mobile. However, in reality, average robots costs become cheaper under many trading industries. In Asia, the costs of rubber and the unit costs allow wide workforce are managed to conversion. Today, robots are represent a viable alternative to demand working. Artificial intelligence, the first refers to machine that responds to simulation in white times in conjunction with traditional human response and have the human capacity for computation. Consideration of supers in the comparison rarely and critical who made in answer. What's considered a first antics is now a relic, and has incorporated in a great difference of airs. It is used of finance, transportation, and telecommunication. Expert systems make decisions that normally require home levels of experience. This hill seems help people to anticipate problems or cope with difficulties and arise. It seems, though, a very extensive and very complex topic. As soon as I have new information, I will share it with you.
Flight of the company SpaceX exploded in the flight test. Started on February 7th at 14:30 o'clock. The prototype SN9 had reached a height of 12 kilometers, but when two prototypes were trying to land, this one failed and exploded at the moment of falling to the ground. We mentioned that the previous prototype, the prototype SN8, also had the same explosive ending. Company AstraZeneca started the test of its vaccine in children. The company started this test on February 13, just because the company wants to analyze the effectiveness of the vaccine in children with COVID-19 and look at the effects in children 6 to 17 years of age. England decided to infect the population from this country. The England government started a test with the dollars the February 17. They introduced a minimum part of the coronavirus to 90 persons. In Mars, it had landed Perseverance, a NASA mission. The February 18, one mission of the NASA came to Mars. The mission Perseverance had one objective: search traces of life in the Martian floor. Perseverance landed in a zone where it is believed that before it was alive. And also, another important piece of information is that the first flight of a controlled helicopter on another planet will take place.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for giving me the word. This week in the sports, we have number 1. In our soccer league, the controversy generated in the Atlas versus America match was defined by the table and no sporting line, leaving Cruz Azul as leader of the tournament, who was 5 victories in a row. Number 2. In the NBA, we have a new leader in the Atlantic Division. Philadelphia 76ers are the new momentary leaders. 3. In tennis, the victories of Polish Iga Swiatek and the American Coco Gauff marked the second day of the Adelaide tournament, although the American had suffered to continue. 4. In the NFL, the quarterback of Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and his fiancée, Brittany Matthews, announced the birth of his first baby, a girl who was born early on Saturday, February 20. Through social networks, the couple reported about the daughter named Sterling Sky Mahomes, who arrives a few weeks after the quarterback played the NFL Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but couldn't win. And finally, in F1, the teams begin to show the detail of their new cars for the 2021 season.
McLaren, Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauri, and Red Bull are the first teams to publish their new liveries and begin to record their film days. Having their reflectors, the Red Bull team signs with the signing of the Mexican pilot Sergio Checo Pérez. They have stood up to fight for the Constructor Championship this year, to which Mercedes, the current championship team, assures that the Verstappen-Perez duo will make it difficult for them. Okay, this is all for today and for the week. I return to the studio with you.